Hey guys, we're here playing Exile Dumpster Gamble. This was a Store Champ deck. Trying it out. Pawn shop, a lot of programs. Kind of just pawn everything. So this is a pretty much optimal opening hand. If this opening hand doesn't work for us, the deck is not going to work for us. So we're up against RP and we're playing no parasites. That seems really bad to me. Like, I really dislike not having a parasite in the deck because it's so good to get rid of those annoying sentries that have tons of subroutines. We're going to be stuck paying full value with Mimic or Fem, and that's pretty awful. So, probably going to start things off with probably just building up a little bit. I don't want to just slam in anything just yet. So let's play Sahazara. Let's play Net Shield. So the Net Shield is probably no good this game. We'll just sell it right away, netting 3 credits. The Inti actually could be fine as a primary barrier breaker because he's probably only playing some Himitsus and some wraparounds, and then some Elis we can deal with Lady or clicking through. So this anti may actually do something for us. This test run probably does not. Alright, so we have to deal with Sundew this turn. So what I think we have to do is... do we face check? Could lose all our cards, which would suck, but then he'd be at $1. We just go through here. So I think I am going to face check. I don't love any of these cards right now. Yeah, I think it's more likely he would try to defend his Sundew. Sub boost. Interesting. Okay. So we now have test run, click, and run gives us $1 to trash the Sundew. It's cutting it a bit thin. Yeah, we probably can't go this turn. What we can do is continue drawing up and play Sahazara for Sahazara, which lets us play the medium for free if that helps us. I'm not sure that it does. The medium is kind of a late game card, I would say, in this matchup, if we ever even want to use it. Let's think about this test run. Like, obviously we can test run Fem, we don't draw a card that way. To really maximize Exile, you're going to be test running stuff from your heap. Having 2 of these out will let us play programs for 4 less, but we don't have the MU to really do so. So he did not res this previously. I feel like he might not res it this time. I'm going to test run the Fem. Search my stack for a program. Let's get Femme Fatale. Let's go in here. And if it's Kamai Usurgi, we can just pay or take damage. Doesn't res, letting us go in again. Okay. We'll take a peek. Wow, we get an Issei. Why did you not res? He really needs this Sundew, huh? Yeah, there's Pup there. I'll pay through. I kind of want the clone chip. Let's play the clone chip. So Fem goes back on top. Fine. If we want to play it again, we're actually going to want both Sahasra's out on the field, which is not actually that bad. Having the Fem out, I mean playing it on hardcast. Yeah, he does not want to give right now, I don't think. Should be at 7, right? Another Sundew. Alright, we're gonna have to deal with that again. Let's fetch Sahasra. Draw with Exile. Refill both. Repawn anything. We let him have that for the return. I think we let him have it for the return. We just draw more cards. That's funny. So we'll pawn this. Yeah, this is a sick rig. Alright, we gotta kill this Sundew. He has a Feminar in his hand anyway. And this actually would help us trust the Sundew, which is kind of funny. Guards the HQ. Does he have another agenda in there? Kind of have to go there. Let's pawn this Inti. I feel like we just have no money in this deck. Or MU. SMC, okay. No, let's not play that. Because we don't have any MU. Draw again. Do we even want to play the Fem? We kind of do, right? We gotta kill this. We don't necessarily need a breaker to do so. He didn't res this for a long time. I'm gonna put this on the front ice. So we're finally going to start to get a little bit of money. We can install cash. If we had a Leprechaun, we could maybe search with the SMC for a Leprechaun. I don't know. So we're gonna what? Install cash. We'll pawn Sahasra, install cash, run. Or do we try to play the Parisha sub boost Nisei Mark II? Well, we gotta get into the HQ then. Right? We gotta get in there. There are good things to be trashed. Can we get anything better this turn than this line of play I've just suggested? We could draw into Akamatsu. Actually, this is fine too. This gets us a credit. And still leaves us short in MU. Don't hate making a run here just to see what's up. Seems fine. We gotta get a chance at that Nisei or the Caprice. Those both need to get trashed. Architect, that's fine. What do we got here? Snowflake. What is this deck? What is this deck? I guess he can sub-boost either of those. I think he bids 1 here. But I think we just bid 0. It's not worth anything to get us in there. I just want to see what was there. Oh, he bid 0. Interesting. He has enough money to bid 1. I'm not sure why he didn't. Because we get an access here. We can trash the Jackson. That seems favorable to us. Yeah, we're going to have enough money in the next little while. We can pawn cash, install another cash for another $4. And then hopefully draw into some more MU. And we can poke around a little more into other servers. I'd still love to have this Parisha because it would have done a little bit of work for us. So we're running 2 Astrolabe and 3 Akamatsu memchips. You'd think that would be enough, but we actually lack draw power in the deck. So it seems like it's not actually enough. I'd want to look at cutting some of the more marginal programs, like probably cut the Net Shield for another MU source. Maybe cut, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. But I would like a little bit more draw power. Because you have to actually get your test run from the heap. And your clone ships. And the scavenge. You have at best 9 draws from Exile in your whole deck. It's going to show it again and get a lot of money. Another Architect, which will be tedious for us to break. We'll have to get our Mimic out. The Caprice is still in there. He now has so much money, but honestly that can go away pretty fast when he starts rezzing Big Ice. A test run for cash is not that exciting. Whoops, I keep doing this backwards. This is how we install onto here. We're just gonna go without the what's up a dingle. We actually like our cards. We like the test run. Yeah, we like our cards. Our cards are fine. Yeah, let's get rid of this thing. That's fine. SMC doesn't do a lot for us right now. Got rid of that, but we know he has Caprice and Nisei and Architect. So we need to be wary not to leave too much of a scoring window for him. +2 strength on the Architect. Nice. He's going to make like a monster ice. I mean, we're bypassing it anyway, so it seems like a mistake to use on that ice. Is that the Caprice there? Because I'm very puzzled if he puts the Caprice anywhere except the scoring remote. But I guess he thinks he needs to guard the Nisei in there. Which is not wrong, but the bypass still makes this quite silly. Test run cash does not a ton for us. It lets us make our money back. Actually, we make $1. We get a card. Goes back on top of our deck to be used again. It's not the worst. Another Aesops. But I think it's better to dig stuff out of our deck. Do we want that in our program? We can test run any breaker we want. We can test run Nerve Agent. Is getting money really just a thing we want to do? I think we want to get a card. The Nerve Agent's decent, but we don't have any MU. I think we want to leave the Fem on here. We could scavenge the Fem, but I think it's really good here. To deal with the Snowflake, we can either just play Psy, which seems bad because we're going to spend 2 just to play Psy. Or we're going to need to get our Lady out. Test run Lady is kind of sad. I'd rather just draw it naturally, I think. We're going to go 1 and 5. Yeah, as weird as it is, I think just spamming cash is pretty reasonable. We get all our extra pawn shops. Okay. And then we're going to play Scavenge on it. Again into cash. Host it, which gives us $1. Is my money right here? 4, 7, 4, 5, 8. Alright, so we kept drawing through our deck. Didn't quite find what we wanted, but we're getting closer. We can pawn this at $15, and we can answer a fair number of things. Mimic is probably not good if he's going to be boosting his architects like crazy. We need any of our 5 memory cards, or to start pawning our extra Sahajaras, which I kind of want to keep them to build our rig out. So we still want to install a Lady. Probably paying 4 less would be fantastic for that. Still want to install, I don't know, maybe a Cyber Cipher. So at least we're in a place now where he doesn't have a scoring remote. He has to slowly build it with the architect. It's gonna patch up this architect, or sub-boost it. So it's now got barrier and a 3rd ETR on it, or a 3rd sub on it, which is ETR. This play is interesting. Like the idea of a super ice is kind of cool. And when it's one that can't be trashed, you're not going to lose all your value to Parasite. It's kind of like in Magic where you might put a bunch of enchantments on your hexproof guy. And then, you know, he can't get killed by destroy creature. or combat damage if he's got evasion. So we have the Fem on this though, which means we're only paying 3 to bypass this. I think we just draw. Get another clone chip. I think we save this one for something good. This Nerve Agent seems nice. Let's play the Nerve Agent. So we get it in for free. We get a buck from Scheherazade. And now we can threaten to run his hand 4 times and scoop the Nisei. Well, we have to play Sai against the Snowflake, which is actually annoying. He's gonna gift again, which seems interesting because we haven't seen some of his cards now. I mean, the Caprice could be on the R&D, or it could have a second Caprice. So I mean, he still needs a good solid ice and a Caprice before he can think about scoring. So are we gonna go in there and pay $4 plus the side to see what's in his hand? Or are we gonna just keep churning through our deck? I feel like the answer is probably churn through our deck. Well, yeah, I just need MU. Oh, there's an MU, that's good. Astrolabe, that's good. So his deck is maybe too dirtily. We eventually get a ton of value out of these. Though honestly, if we were Noise, we probably would have done like so many mills already. But we wouldn't have had Femme Fatale, so the Sundew might have sat a little longer. Hard to say. I am pleased now to have Astrolabe out. I'm displeased with not playing Parasite because I would like to kill these pups. So I think it's safe to say that this is Caprice, the Nisei is in hand, and if we want to get in there, we're going to have to, this could be Architect or Booth or a few different things. Nisei's almost certainly in his hand. Yeah, it's definitely in his hand. There's no way this is the Nisei. So if we can multi-access his hand, we'll be golden. We're able to bypass, and we're able to get single accesses with the clone chip. If we draw once, then we can maybe get something. No, not really. Let's just take individual shots at HQ. Now regretting having sold the What's a Medingle, but the Nerve Agent, but we actually need the SMC. Yeah, we're gonna get Lady. We're gonna take some runs here, so 1, 2, 3, 4 to bypass. Lady token. So we don't know what else is in his hand, and he probably didn't want to play Celebrity Gifts. He might even have more in there. First try getting Nisei. right, well that went better than expected. What do we do now? There's the zoo. Pretty sure gonna do anything this game now. Or we just pawn it. We probably just pawn it. Yeah, let's wait a little bit more. I don't want to attack that remote, really, just to try to kill the Caprice. Seems like a waste of money. We mainly just need to get through our deck and find more MU. Double advance. So Future Perfect is now in the remote. He's now on $19. We have to assume that's Architect in front, which is fine. We can pay 4 for that. Playing the Mimic is probably wrong. But playing the David might not be wrong. Playing the Zoo could be justifiable as well. So we think these are both Caprice, right? That's kind of what my thought is. So if we run here, and then we run here, he's going to trash these Caprice and leave it open, and the medium can maybe savage him next turn. Kind of a long shot because he's too much money. But I think it's worth a try. So let's poke here, and then we'll go here last. And if we win the side game, we just win the game. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so the Mimic would save us a little money here. But right now we do have enough money to just plow through. Whereas this will deplete his money and make him have a hard time scoring after this. Let's review what's in our heap, because that becomes really important. Okay. We probably have to break this even though it's expensive. At least we see what this is. If it's Kamani, it's not going to cost us that much, which is nice. Surigi, sure. And Caprice. We'll pay through, and now I think he has to bid 0. He doesn't have much money left. If he bids 1, then he cannot, well, he can barely defend his other server. I'm not sure why he would even res this for 1 access. I think if I'm him, I do not res this Caprice. This could be Ash, in which case it's even worse on that other server. Yeah, he just bid 0, which he almost has to. See hedge fund on top. In case this is Ash, I am going to trash this Caprice for 1 credit. I don't hate paying 1 credit for that. And now let's check over here. Another Caprice, putting him on $2. If you're him here, do you pay 2 after paying 0 twice? I mean, this is presumably the game. He's thinking hard about this one. So he's probably just going to bid randomly here. But if he bids 2, he's dead broke. Can we just go the next turn and get it? So I think bidding 2 for him is a losing strategy. I think he bids 1 or 0. And I don't hate bidding 1 here. But I have no good read here on this one. It was 1. All right, so here's a nice little trick. Just in case he is going to destroy us with a June bug, we're going to trash the Sahazara and we're going to bring out Cachet. And we're going to get $3 here. And we're going to draw from Exile, giving us an extra card to survive June bug. Future perfect, as we thought. Win the game. So where he went wrong is resing all this ice and the Caprice here. Certainly no Caprice for 1 access. Probably just the Architect and then defend on this server with whatever this front ice is. So this deck did pretty well with the turn 1 pawn shop. I think I would probably still cut a couple of the more marginal programs. Try to find a quality time. Or even Earthrise would be fine, actually. It would be pretty decent in this deck. A little gradual drip. I can definitely do a few things. I'm not sure how much I like spending influence on the David. It costs a ton of influence. We could be playing Parasite, Data Sucker, or even like Parasite's pretty good. Yeah, I'm just not sure about that. Like, I know the David is good in some cases, but we only have a certain amount of recursion. And if you want to use your recursion as economy to like recur cash repeatedly, you can't really spare on David and Lady. You know, maybe even the fan might want to get retargeted. So you have to put a reasonable amount of things in your deck that need recursion. So that you have enough recursion to spare across all the different uses of your recursion. And I think in this case there's almost too many things that need recurring and not enough stuff to get stuff out of your heap. If there would be like 1 or 2 more Shaper cards that would be playable for recursion, I think Exile would be pretty top tier. Because he's still 45-15 Shaper, right? Like, if Retrieval Run was actually in faction for Shaper, then he would be pretty great. Because Retrieval Run is good. You get your family, your torch. Just the 2 influence is tough when you want to play it on top of everything else you want to put in your deck. We could do David out for Parasite and 1 Retrieval Run, and then like a same old thing. I've had that in the past. It works decently. A few ideas with it. Thanks for watching.